Hey, Cascade Hoops Talk, this is Billy D. Welcome back to Kansas City Saturday morning. We're in the quarterfinals now, the final eight. Getting exciting here. Half the teams now have gone home. Man, we've had some unbelievable basketball, haven't we?
Some unbelievable basketball yesterday and before.
Yeah. So yesterday, I'm sure you were watching. Uh, Freed Hardeman started out the day playing Northwestern. It looked like Northwestern was going to win that game. Freed Hardeman, one of the toughest teams in the country, came back and pulled that out at the end. Uh, and then actually that was actually the day before. Yesterday we started with Grace and Cumberland's. Cumberland's gave Grace a great battle, for lack of another word. Uh, Grace, though, it's a very powerful program. They were able to hang on. Remember, they do not have one senior on that team.
No, a lot of freshmen, a lot
Yeah,
of instant offense.
yeah, exactly. And then Ave Maria and LSU Shreveport. Just a that was a track meet, but Ave Maria really stiffened up at the end and held on to the lead and was able to win that. So they'll move on. They'll play today.
Speaking of track meets, though, you want to talk about that Langston and Oklahoma Wesleyan game?
Well, that wasn't a cat track meet. That was a cage match. It was. I've never watched a basketball game like that. I don't remember. There was 43 turnovers, if I remember right. 55 million free throws. I don't remember the number of fouls now. It was a lot.
I think it was only 30 points combined, both teams at halftime.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes in, it was 1-0. It was crazy game. Definitely one of the most physical games I've ever watched in my life. Uh, but about 4 minutes to go, all of a sudden the basketball game broke out, and it was quite the battle down to the end. Oklahoma Wesleyan had a really good look over right there over in the corner, but they couldn't get it to fall, and Langston walked away 56-55 to victor. So let's focus a little bit on today. Oh, before we do that, you look at, I was thinking this morning, you look at these games, fantastic basketball, unbelievable athletes. Because a lot of people think of NAI, they think of soft basketball, small college basketball. And then also, kids who play NAI basketball are students first. Uh, but they're still great, great basketball players. The NAI has really done things right. They the basketball is unbelievable. The level of athlete that we're able to get at the NAI level is improved so much over the last 25 years. And then I'm around a lot of NAI programs. I've been around NAI basketball my entire life. And I tell you, they do this right. These are all great, great young men. Paul, you've been to a lot of tournaments with me and helped me cover tournaments. I mean, what's your impression of all the guys we get to meet as we do post game interviews and talk to players around the country?
Yeah, I've sometimes heard NAIA be coined a lesser term of basketball, but I think that is 100% wrong. I mean, just looking at the players, the coaches, the programs, everyone is so determined.
Yeah,
And even if it's not to win, which they all want to do, just playing stand up basketball, just being, for lack of a better term, just good men.
yep, I agree 1,000%. So, I just wanted to give that shout out. A little bit later today, we're going to talk to Nick Roll. He's the commissioner of the Hearts Conference. Very, very passionate about NAI and the student athlete, the importance of the student athlete to get their education for them to go on in their life. So we're going to talk to Nick a little bit later today. He explains it a lot better than I do. I just like these guys. I think they're great people.
Hey, it's great to watch, but I think out of any division, NAIA, as great as the basketball is, it's about setting these young men up for success,
Yeah,
having successful careers, and just making sure they have successful lives.
absolutely. So with that said, I want to focus on today. So who do we got coming up at right out in front of us? We got
First,
Bennett
we got Benedictine Mesa. They're going to be playing Hope
Hope
International.
International. So both these teams are out of the GSAC. They've played each other. I know at least two times, maybe three. Uh, it's these two teams know each other. Uh, Benedictine Mesa. they have a bit of an advantage going against Hope. Hope is a hard team to scout to get ready for because they play that bully ball and they're really big and strong. But Benedictine Mesa has they know what to expect. Hope International comes in here playing as well as they have all year. I thought their game against Indiana Wesleyan was one of their best games of the season.
I would agree.
I'm really, really looking forward to this game out in front of us. Now, after this game gets over, who do we got?
We got Freed.
Freed and Arizona Christian.
Yep.
Is that at 2:30?
And then they'll be playing whoever wins this game in front of us.
Yeah. So Freed, obviously Freed's out of the Mid South. They were the champion out of the Mid South. Arizona Christian, the champion out of the GSAC. So we've got three GSAC teams in this round of 8. That's pretty crazy. God, it says a lot for that conference. Freed is one of the best defensive teams in the country. Arizona Christian is big. They're huge, and they're super athletic. Nobody in the country, I think, is more athletic than S.A. Poma, excuse me. And you know, Drew Goodline is really playing tough point for them. I don't even know what's going to happen in that game. That's going to be pretty exciting. And then, like Paul said, whoever wins that Freed Arizona Christian game is going to go on to play whoever wins this Hope Arizona Christian game. And then
On the other side of the bracket, we got Grace and Ava Maria will be playing first.
Grace and Ave Maria. So, on paper, you think, okay, Grace has an advantage. They've got higher value points, better defensive value points. But Ave Maria showed a lot of heart yesterday. They played a lot better defense than they have in the last couple of years. Just going by the numbers. And yesterday they really, I mean, LSU Shreveport is tough to stop. They were able to get key stops down the stretch. The Ave Maria team, I thought they played with a ton of heart.
Agreed, especially in the second half. Really tried to secure that gap. Uh, and just played amazing out there.
Jack Watkins had an excellent game yesterday, a double double, and so did Alex Sherwood, the big junior, and of course Michael Klekus. I've watched him a lot play, but not in person.
But what a tough player
He's a handful. He can shoot the three, he can back you down. He doesn't get shook. He's just super reliable guy, and man, he can score the ball. And then our nightcap is going to be an interesting game.
That's one way to talk about it. Langston and Rocky Mouse.
So obviously Danny Neville and Chris Wright are very good friends. If you haven't watched the interview we did with them together in our pre-tournament coach interviews, you got to watch it. They're both great guys. They're funny. They're fun to be around.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure in that interview they joked about, if we both win, we're gonna have to play each other.
Yep. And what an honor for them they're not going to be thinking about this today, but what an honor for them to be able to play basically their best friend in the final 8 in a tournament on this size on the big stage. It's something that coaches sometimes. I was talking to Danny Miles yesterday, and he's a good friend with Donnie Bostwick. He says we went through all these years, we never once faced each other in any tournament. So for Chris and Danny Neville to be able to play, especially this soon after they work together, that's going to be a special game. Unfortunately, one of those teams has to lose, and whoever wins that Langston Rocky game will take on the winner of the Grace Ave Maria game. It's going to be a great day of basketball.
Absolutely.
Another great day of basketball. Man, there's so many. We had 2 overtime games. One went over double overtime, but every game has followed the kind of the same recipe. One team might establish a little bit of early dominance. The other team is going to come back, and at the end it's going to come down to the last 2-3 possessions before you finally get to the point where you finally have a winner.
I was about to say, I think pretty much every game has been at least within 5 points with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, they've been tight. Just some of the best basketball I've ever watched. But that Oklahoma Wesleyan Langston game, if you didn't watch it, you got to go back, go on to that Urban Network, and so I'm sure they have it on demand. I mean, that is super entertaining. It's about like I said earlier, it's about a 35-minute cage match, and when with 5 minutes to go, a basketball game broke out. But man, credit both those teams, all those young men, all of them tough as nails. They all played their heart out, and they entertained the fans. I can tell you that.
Oh, I think that's an understatement.
Okay, well, we're ready. We'll be back right after this game wraps up to bring you a post game, and just stay tuned. Make sure you open up our Substack. That's where we'll be doing updates at each half and as big things happen in the game. So stick with that. That's Substack. Just go into your Google machine and write Cascade Hoops Substack. Same way with on the YouTube, you can get everything on the YouTube. Just go into the Google machine and say Cascade Hoops YouTube. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.